Hey chums! I'm here at Universal Orlando for the Passholder preview. As you can see, Adam is not with me because unfortunately he had to work, so I'm by myself, but I am meeting up with a couple of my friends today. This is the preview right now, and the actual park is going to open up in a couple days for the general public. So park is kind of slow and dead right now, which is pretty awesome. I actually haven't even made it into Universal yet. I am passing through City Walk right now, trying to get over to there. And so basically what's different right now, when you go to park your car, they have you spacing it out so nobody is parked next to you. You do have people parked one and then the other right behind. It is I didn't really notice a lot of social distancing going on in the parking lot until we got up to the area that have the markers. When you get to the area that has the markers, where you have to go in through the temperature check, that's where you're going to start to see the little stickers on the ground showing you that you have to stay 6 feet apart. And the other thing that you're going to notice is that I am wearing a mask today. So if you want to go to Universal or Islands or anywhere here in Universal Studios, they are requiring face coverings. And I decided to wear a white mask today because I don't know how hot it's going to get with the mask. And I'm thinking that we may actually end up doing a video about figuring out what the best type of face covering is, the most comfortable, the easiest for the day in the parks, because I know that that's been a big concern for a lot of people, and a lot of people say that they're not going to come back until that requirement's lifted, but who knows how long that's going to be. So here I am, I'm walking, I'm about to go into Universal. I'm going to go find my friends that I'm meeting up with, and then tonight we are supposed to go and have dinner at City Walk. So we'll see what's opened, if everything's opened up now, or if that hasn't happened yet. Adam is supposed to come and join us later along with his friend Jeff. And that's it. I'm hoping to have a great day here at Universal. Okay, so the next big question that a lot of people had was, what is it like to ride a roller coaster wearing a mask? How is it possible? Is the mask gonna fly off of your head? So I rode the Mummy and I just got off of the Rocket and it was fine. The mask doesn't come off. As far as being able to breathe on the roller coaster, that's fine too. I didn't find any type of difficulty breathing. It definitely was a little bit weird because I kept feeling like my mask was gonna fly off, but obviously it didn't. I still have it. So the question about masks and roller coasters, no, the roller coaster is not going to pull your mask off your face. Your mask will stay put just fine. All right, so I'm over in Islands of Adventure now, and I have my friends with me. This is Jenny and Steven. So they are staying on site. How was that with the ferry boat and everything? You guys are staying at Sapphire Falls?
Yes, so I'm going to just start with the check-in of the hotel because they did a really good job of keeping everybody separated. They have the 6 feet apart markers on the floor. When you get to the office worker, or you want to call them receptionist, they have a panel in front, so you don't have direct contact with them, and then they have like huge bottles of hand sanitizer right there. So they're doing a really good job of making sure everybody's staying 6 feet apart and, you know, doing appropriate precautions.
And they did the temperature check before you got on the ferry?
I'm sorry, yes.
Oh, that's,
well, before you even get into the hotel, we had a temperature check. And they're giving out bands too, like this, when you get your temperature checked. And then before we got onto the ferry, they took our temperature as well there, and gave us this particular band because they're different color bands. And then they have, again, markers, so they're keeping everybody separated. And in the actual boat, they have seats designated for sitting, and then the other ones are blocked off to, again, still that 6 feet apart distance. And then as soon as we got off the boat, we just made our way right into the park. I think it was probably different from us because, you know, we were staying at the hotel. All we then they just kind of let us go through, and then we were able to scan our ticket and walk right in the park. So,
And you guys get to do both days of the Passholder preview because you're staying on site. Because today's Wednesday, so you get to do tomorrow as well.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So the other thing that we've run into is a lot of the stuff is on virtual queue. We were trying to take advantage of the small crowd to see if we could get onto Hagrid's. And with Hagrid's, there's still a virtual queue. So we had to go ahead and pop in. And I guess Steven will show you what this looks like over here.
Oh, it says no appointments, all right.
Oh,
Well, see, it's really busy and they're staggering their appointment times. So here it says no appointment available, so we have to keep checking to see when it's available to make a reservation. And here you can just scroll up. This bar here will change the party number, but because there's none available, it won't change right now. So we have to go back and just wait.
so they're supposed to release more of them throughout the day.
Yeah, virtual line.
So with Hagrid's, they are supposed to release more throughout the day, so we're gonna have to keep checking back, which kind of sucks because you have to keep looking at the app. But again, it kind of is what it is for right now. And then Forbidden Journey, we are on the virtual queue, so we're gonna head over to there next.
checking back.
Yeah.
Are you checking back?
Yeah, we're checking. It still says it's not available yet.
I don't know if anybody could see, but yeah, it'll tell you like how long that the wait is, and you can go ahead and one person can register how many people that they have in their party.
But we have the Forbidden Journey, so I already set that. So we have the virtual line pass at 10:30 to 11. So you click on that, and then you're almost like a ticket comes up for you. So when you go up to the line, you just scan that, and then they'll let you in. So
Awesome.
we're gonna head over there now and see if we can't get on. It's only a 5-minute wait, but we'll see if we can just walk right on. If not, then we'll just wait until 10:30 and then use our pass to go on.
All right, so let's go on and head over to the Forbidden Journey.
All right.
The way that they have it set up is they are doing the virtual queues. We went through the virtual queue line, and we went through the regular line, and then you just sort of tell them, almost like a skip the line, that you have the virtual queue, and then they let you through. As far as the lockers, they're trying to limit it to one person from your party going in, unless, like in our case, we have 3 people all carrying backpacks, so 2 of us had to go in. They're giving hand sanitizer before and after the rides. And anything else that you could think of that was worth mentioning with this whole experience?
That you are to keep your mask on the whole time during the ride.
And how did you feel? Did you feel like that got in the way of your experience or anything?
No, totally fine. Very comfortable. No problems whatsoever. What about you and your mask?
No, it's fine.
No issue.
Yeah, and we've been here for like a couple hours now. I don't feel really hot wearing the mask. I don't feel like it's really bothering me.
No, I don't feel uncomfortable. I mean, we are lucky that it's overcast right now, that the sun isn't out in full force, so we have that, but I'm fine. I'm not overheated or feeling dizzy or anything. I'm totally fine and comfortable with it. So we brought an assortment of different kind of masks to try on in the event that we are uncomfortable. We'll test those out if we need to, but for right now, totally fine.
And then the other thing that was interesting is when we finished with the Forbidden Journey, usually you go right into the room to get the lockers. They made us come out of the room and go all the way around. So it was almost like we were getting back online for the ride again. I don't know what they're going to do about that, if they're going to come up with a better system, but as of today, that's how it was. You had to come out and walk all the way around, and then instead of like going through you go through the gift shop, you come out, you get back up, walk around, get back on the line, go in, get your locker, and then go back into the gift shop. So we'll see how that's going to keep up. All right, so we're on to the next. As you can see, the 6 feet apart seems to only work out when there's stickers on the ground, because not very many people are worried about or paying attention to the social distancing of staying 6 feet apart unless there's markers on the ground. So when you come here, you just sort of have to make sure that you yourself are paying attention to that. The biggest challenge that we're having is to try to ride Hagrid's. I thought for sure that today, because it's the first day of the Passholder preview and there's a limited capacity, that we were going to have a really easy time booking that. We've been struggling to book that. Every time we go on the virtual queue, it says that there's no times available. It's definitely very frustrating, and it's definitely very interesting because today the park is open at a limited capacity. So who knows what's going to happen when the park is open to the general public and there's a lot more people here. Even with the limited capacity, every time we click on Hagrid's, it says that there's either a time slot available, you try to select it and it tells you there's an error because it's no longer available, or what ends up happening is that it just says that there's no times at all. So hopefully we're going to get to do that today, but it's definitely been very challenging and definitely very frustrating. We walked up to Mythos and we asked to get on the list, and they told us that it was going to be, what did they say, about 45 minutes? 45 minutes, yeah. And we never got a text back about anything.
Over an hour.
Yeah, over an hour. And then when we went up to check, and they said it would still be at least another hour. So it wasn't accurate at all. 45 minutes is turning into more like 2.5 hours.
Because they were taking reservations, and the reservations took precedence over you just putting your name on the list. So it was just a waste of time.
So now we're gonna walk around and see what else that there is to eat. If we find something before we get texted to come back to Mythos, then we're probably just gonna end up eating somewhere else. But so far this has been interesting today. One of the things I want to say, I don't have a problem with the whole wearing the masks. To me, that's not what takes the magic out of this. I feel like people are having to spend a lot of time staring into their phones right now to get into the virtual queues. Everybody is trying to get onto Hagrid. We still haven't been able to book it. Every time that we click on there, it's either filled up or we get onto a time slot and then it kicks you out of it, I guess because it fills up immediately. And not all of the rides are on virtual queues, but enough of them are on there that I feel like, to me, that's what's kind of taking the magic out of things when you're spending the whole day having to stare at your phone so that you can get on the ride. So we'll see what happens next. So we finally sat down to eat. We're over at Confisco over in Islands of Adventure. Initially when we walked up here, they told us it was going to be a 90-minute wait, and we walked away and then we came back a little bit later and we got in right away. Now as you can see, there's not a lot of people in here, and it was still considered to be a long wait like that. So it's going to be interesting when you have a higher crowd here for sure, but even with the limited crowd, this was supposed to be an hour-and-a-half wait. The other experience that we had was we went over to City Walk and found out that none of the restaurants will seat people until after 4 o'clock. And you can't make reservations online. A couple of the people that worked here were mistaken and told us that you can, but you can't make any type of reservation, so a lot of it's going to be first come, first serve. In the restaurant, aside of the social distancing, they're also giving you bags to put your masks in while you eat. So now we're finally going to get to eat something. All right, so it's almost 3 o'clock and we still have not been able to make a virtual reservation to ride Hagrid's. We did ride Spider-Man, and I'm going to mention this because it was interesting with the masks and having to wear the 3D glasses. I found that my glasses kept fogging up and I was having to pull my mask down below my nose. So that is something that will be an issue on any of the rides where you have to wear the glasses. Right now we're over in Jurassic Park area, and we can see a little bit of what's going on with the construction for the Jurassic roller coaster. It's kind of hard to see because there is the construction wall in front of it, but I'm going to do my best to try to get a little bit of footage of what's going on over there. Oh, this looks like this is going to be awesome. Adam and I had watched a virtual ride of this the other day of what the track is supposed to look like, so that's going to be pretty cool. Definitely something very exciting to look forward to. So now we're looking at the track for what's going to be the roller coaster in Jurassic Park area from a different view. We were on the little bridge over here taking us back into Hogsmeade, and you can get a much better view of some of the progress that they've made with that track. This ride looks like it's going to be awesome. All right, chums, that about wraps up our day today at Universal and Islands of Adventure for the Passholder preview. What did you guys think?
I think that you should not have the same expectations that you would on a normal given day at the park. I think you need to have your patience and just know that you really need to be on the lookout for you and taking those precautions. Some things are going to be a bit of a hassle, like the virtual lines. The technology is off, it's not right yet. Some of the members still don't really know about dining experiences, so you just bring your patience and understand everybody's still trying to learn things. What else do you want to say?
You might want to bring some snacks with you, because it seems like it's going to be a challenge to get food. It's not going to be like it was before. They have a lot of kinks to work out.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's still not open. Maybe that'll change this weekend. We don't know. But either way, I'm excited that stuff is opening back up. It was exciting to be back here today. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the same experience it normally is, but I'm sure that they're going to work it out to try to make it the best experience possible for all of us.
Yeah, and I want to say that I think that the members, the cast, they really did try their best. Even with the mask situation, they're reading you, they're trying to be, you know, even extra friendly because we don't have that smile to see. So I really feel like they're going out of their way and above and beyond the norm. So I definitely want to give them kudos for doing that.
Yeah, definitely. All right, chums, that about wraps it up, and we'll see you next time at the parks.